Let's do this. Oh shit. Forgot gloves. Oh, and I forgot the keys on the bike. Alright. Round 2. Well, welcome to the video I was supposed to make last week. I got up last week thinking that I was going to make this video, and I guess I'm kind of glad that I didn't, because I took more time on this one. I kind of wrote it down, So this is what my idea is for creating this channel for now, is to get out of the house, ride someplace, and have a pipe, have a discussion, and sum it up at the end. That's at least the thumbprint of what my plans are. Could be to the same place, could be to a different place. Could be another hobby of mine. That is my idea. I think it's this. Yep. I don't come here very often, but when I do, it's for medicine. I'll have to delete that out for illegal lane changes. Alright, I'll be back. And we're off. Here is what was meant to be my first video. Going back to October 27th of 2022. Got up, did what I normally do, went for my 4-mile run. Got, did the shower, ate, and went to work. That was the last day I ran. I went to work that day and I saw a couple of patients, and that's where this story begins. I'm a physical therapist assistant, and I worked in a skilled nursing facility. And I had performed transfers with this patient multiple times with no issues. But today was different. She had a loss of balance, and to correct and make sure of the safety of my patient, I lowered her to her bed. And I felt 3 pops in my back. And the pain wasn't intense, but I knew something went wrong. At that time, the session with that patient ended. And I went down and I told my boss and I told the people I worked with about what just happened. And it was funny because the week before that, I had told one of my colleagues, I don't know if I'm going to make it to 60 years old doing this job. That was a Thursday. Started to take ibuprofen. And on Friday evening, I was already looking at stronger medication because I hadn't slept much the night before. And that's where the story kind of starts. Let's pack a pipe. No name. I traveled 10. Tobacco today, Apricots and Cream by Cornell and Deal. I got into this hobby last year and it got me through what I'm about to tell you. So that weekend I spent after the loss of balance with the patient, I didn't go outside. I was spending most of my time just in a bed, taking some medication that would help me get out of pain. Went to work on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. When Thursday morning came along, woke up at 2 a.m. to go to the bathroom, walked across my hallway and lifted up a toilet seat cover. And as soon as I bent over, lightning struck from the back of my neck down to the bottom of my foot. But I still had to go to the bathroom. So I sat down, and you want to talk about pain, it was 9 out of 10. I was able to relieve myself, and I said, well, I have to get to the kitchen to get to my ibuprofen. So I attempted that, and I made it probably about 10 feet. Couldn't put any weight on my left foot. So I sat down in a rolly chair and rolled myself down the hallway and looked across at 4 feet to get into that bed, which is where my phone was. I laid there for another 4 more hours. I'd already texted my boss. I'd already texted my second wife that I was injured, to if she could come over and open up my door. Eventually, that time came that my second wife was able to enter the home, and we figured out together over probably a period of an hour or so that I was in so much pain that I was going to have to go to 911. So I agreed. When they showed up, they took all the information and then asked me that I had to get up, walk down, go out of my house, walk down 3 stairs, and that's where their bed lied that they would put me on and get me into the ambulance. Luckily, I'm a therapist and I actually own a front wheel walker. And it took me about 20 minutes to make it from my bed 35 feet and to get down those stairs. Took the ride, later found out $600. Went through the hospital ordeal. They took x-rays. As we know, that's useless for what I was dealing with. Yes, if I had cracked a lumbar spine, they would have seen that, but it went from my neck down to my foot, and that was nerve pain. So they gave me a pain pill and sent me on my way and said, go speak to a neurosurgeon. I was reluctant to want to go, but it wasn't getting any better. So I called the neurosurgeon. And it took a while to get in, meaning days, weeks, a month. Got in. They had approved that I could go back to work, light duty. There was no possible way physically that I could possibly do that. I was spending 20 plus hours laying on my back every day. So long story shorter, I switched neurosurgeons, found a great surgeon. And on February 21st, 2023, called a microdiscectomy. My buddy Dominique stayed with me for a couple of days. All this time, unable to ride, and even after the surgery, couldn't ride until I saw my neurosurgeon, which was six weeks later. And then he approved me to go ahead and start riding the motorcycle. And you want to talk about this saved my life during that time period, because while I was waiting for surgery, I took up majorly into this hobby. And just like running, and just like motorcycling, those two things were the most important to me pre-surgery or pre-injury. So to get back on, I've not been able to get back to running, and probably will never be able to run. And almost every morning I wake up thinking it's a dream. That didn't happen, because a couple of times I've gotten up to go walk and I've had a loss of balance. And pre-surgery I've hit the floor a couple of times, but luckily post-surgery I haven't fallen. But I have to make sure that I'm paying attention when I stand up and I walk to the bathroom. I go get a cup of coffee, go through any messages, and then start my day that way. And it takes about 4 hours, 3 sometimes, to get my body to start working. Meaning getting up, getting a cup of coffee, stretching, shower, dress, cook some food. And all during those times, I'm taking rests, because I can feel it. Like even now, you're going to see this all in one shot, but there's times that I have to stop the film and rest and then be able to get back to it again. Life has completely changed for me. May 31st of 2023, I was supposed to have moved to Tennessee, and that'll be a whole longer video. That didn't happen. I had to sign another year lease. I don't have the money to have somebody move me, pack me up, lift the boxes, and get them into a truck, and get me out to Tennessee at this point in time. And I wanted to move out there because I wanted to get, 13 acres, 900 square foot house, 7-car garage, start growing my own food, have about 5 motorcycles, because that's the secret number to having. I'll explain that later one day. You're allowed to have 6, but the 6 has to be a project bike. So I'm here for another year. I live at the beach. What used to take me 5 minutes to get out to the beach now takes me 20 minutes to get out to the beach. I have to really watch my step. I have to have a difficult time getting over. Move away. You're good. I know you want some screen time. Or he wants to have a smoke. I don't know which one. But this is where I'm at. I have to figure out where I'm going to be next year. And that's going to be time. I'm going to guess sometime next summer. That's where I know where I'm going to be at for the rest of my life. A bit worried about that because I've lived my whole life making money standing. I've never had a sit-down job. And I've lost a lot of hobbies and a lot of activities in my life. And I'm just going to rattle them off real quick. Real quick. Running, kayaking, motorcycling, travel, hiking, job, ability to work in standing, camping, making this channel. Can't even tell you about the depression. That'll be another video. Concerts, doing my own grocery shopping, cooking, cleaning, maintenance on my motorcycles, public places. What I lost even last year with the injury. Halloween is my favorite holiday. Thanksgiving, I was supposed to go up to my brother's. Christmas, possibly going out to Tennessee for a long weekend. New Year's Day, couldn't go out or even go to an activity. And as you'll find out, I'm a huge Philadelphia Eagles fan. Now, I don't have TV, but that one, I actually got to work on my big screen TV in my house that I utilize to watch movies. That I lost. Planning on buying a new motorcycle. I was gonna have this, my Concourse, and I was looking at buying a KLR. No, I'm not just a Kawasaki fan. They just make the bikes I like. Paddleboarding, going out on boats, I'm not a big fan of, but I get seasick easily. Endurance, anything that I need to have endurance for. Standing endurance, or anything. I got a weight shift, I got to do different things. Standing up for long periods of time. And that doesn't even probably start to even touch the things I've missed out on. Missed out, can't do. Talking so much, my pipe went out. I'm getting better at this, like where I can smoke a whole entire pipe and never have to relight. So that's where I'm at. The impingement, the L3 disc herniated, L3, L4 disc herniated, and it compressed a nerve, the L3 nerve, which controls a lot of hip and quads and some muscles down in the lower leg. So I get a lot of pains, a lot of issues, and I still do. I have to take a medication for my nerves. This is my first video of telling you where I'm at right now. And today is a big day for filming. So, there are a lot of things that I've lost the ability to do. As that, when I got injured and I herniated that disc on November 3rd, I lost my left quads. I have a lateral quad that's still working, and that's increased my pain in my knee during walking and doing almost every functional thing in standing. So that's why I'm standing on my right foot and having this leg, this knee, not taking on weight. So you can see in my muscles that they just sit there and fasciculate when I try to contract them. So they're getting some kind of message, but they're not getting the full message. Home sweet home. Embrace the suck.